the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
But anyway, so I'm adding this to a video that I started editing and I recorded earlier. Let me see if I could find some other things and get out of the way. More tweets. Okay, so there's this here. So he's upset he can't stalk Prince Harry anymore. Alright, so who? When was this printed? Yesterday, the 30th. Okay, so that's a retweet from Meredith. Okay, spoiler, man grows up, has kids, and lives in a private community nestled between the Santa Ynez Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. Dreadful. Okay, the Times. I find myself feeling sorry for Harry, who's found himself living somewhere so bland. What? As someone who spent my 20s chasing the young prince around, he even admitted, bougies that was a lot more interesting than my day in Montecito. But now I see why the caption said that, the one who retweeted that. Harry is living his life. What makes you think he's not enjoying what he's doing? Look at the thing for the dogs. That I don't know how they call it, but I usually see people with dogs have that so they could pick up the ball or tennis ball to throw for the dog. So the guy is enjoying himself, but because you cannot chase him around anymore, these people are mental. They literally are mental. The times when the Sussexes left Britain for Montecito, few had heard of this small Californian enclave. Now, okay. Let's see here. Meanwhile, the one living in a palace is aging rapidly and clearly starving sad. The image that they use, but whatever. I can't believe this person wandering around Montecito, going to the same restaurant and stores Meghan goes to, hoping to catch sight of either of them. What an absolute freak. Yeah, this is very scary. These people are crazy. There's 6 comments underneath it. Sorry, not sorry, but this is stalker behavior. Harry and Meghan have been gone for a long time. Just leave them alone. These imbeciles needs to be put on the fixated list. Okay, what a clown. Freaking stalker. Yeah. I can't read it. Okay, I can't read it because I'm in Canada and I can't access certain media. Did they really send another British tabloid writer to stalk them in Montecito? I literally can't effing believe it. Every single tabloid has sent someone. Some have sent people multiple times. This is effing... I literally can't effing believe it. Every single tabloid has sent someone. Some have sent people multiple times. This is effing insane. Wow. All the writers does is wander through Montecito boutiques, pointing out expensive products, repeat the Vanity Fair anonymous quotes, and attempt to make the town bland and boring pointless. Stalker vibe. Which part of Canada are you? I'm in BC. Try using VPN. Murdoch rags going what they do best. My God. God help us. Like I was saying in the video that I'm editing right now, is that next year Harry is going to sue the Daddy Fair. The trial starts next year, so just be careful. Okay, back up off. Harry's effing the ICK. All right, 26 seconds here. What is that?
Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established you, so leave that to me.
Just when I was gonna stop because of the music, but it's done. Right, one thing is for sure, Harry is not missing our cold, cloudy UK. So this person must be in the UK. That's an ad. Today and things that are of matter. Okay, I blocked this person. Let's see here. Southern California Fire Relief Resources, Archwell Foundation. As wildfires in Los Angeles continue to impact communities, the Archwell Foundation is focusing on providing relief and support to those affected. We have been working with organizations providing essential aid and remain dedicated to assisting those most in need of support with urgency and care. We are proud to uplift the following organization. All right, so you could pause the screen and read that. Some are charities that I have highlighted in past videos. Okay, maybe when I do have time. I don't think I will have any time. I have a list, I think about 40 something, could be even more, of charities that Harry and Meghan are either part of, have helped, or at some point they have worked with, and I need to highlight them. And that was like 2 years ago when I made that list, and I haven't even have the chance to go back to it to highlight some of them. Now there's more. Altadena Girls, this is new this year. Oh, they have boys too. Inspired by Avery and her fire relief effort, Altadena Boys similarly provide boys affected by the ongoing fires with new clothes, sport and outdoor equipment, games and electronics, and effort of restoring a sense of normalcy. Okay, because I remember reading a tweet where the person was complaining about why only girls. The girl who created it, she's a girl, so she knows about female things. So some of the comments that went after that person who was saying, what about the boys? And people were saying, okay, so since you think of, why don't you do it? This kind of thing. So I wonder if that was already there, or it just created because of what's happening. Okay, so there's the boys and the girls as well. Project Camp. All right, this is new for me. I never heard of it. Project Camp offers free day camp, giving kids a moment to escape the anxiety and stress created by crisis through safe and fun camp experiences, and parents a moment to breathe and get back on their feet. All right, so while the parents are doing their things, and the kids could go over there for a few hours to just be kids. Baby to Baby, I think I've highlighted that before, and Meghan and Harry have volunteered to give, that was school opening, giving stuff, school supplies. Okay, Baby to Baby is providing essential supplies, including diapers, clothing, hygiene products, and emergency kit to families in need. Well Central Kitchen, okay, Jose Andres Well Central Kitchen is serving meals to both first responders and victims of the fire. All right, so there's more. Global Empowerment Mission, California Community Foundation, Pasadena Community Foundation. So they're highlighting people who do not know. So they're putting that thing out to let you know where you could go get some help. There's all of that. Okay, so while they're chasing Harry and stuff like that, meanwhile, there's things that they're doing. Okay, it's called growing up, getting married, having kids, not being supported by your dad. You really expected him to be falling out of nightclub all his life just to give you a job. Yeah, this is what I've said in some past videos. When the brother having a joint interview with him, okay, Harry and William having joint interviews, and when they ask them something, William always put Harry down like he would be drinking, smoking, anything negative.
Yeah, well, for a concert it'll be easy, and it's actually been a lot tougher than you imagine.
Yeah. We couldn't have done it with everybody else's help.
Yeah.
Everyone coming together, all the little cogs and pieces put together.
Has there been any kind of diva demands or sort of pop stars you've had to deal with that have been quite tricky?
Couldn't possibly be so indiscreet. The Spice Girls were quite keen to...
It's been the hardest, you know, some cigarettes somewhere and a beer, that's about it really. But apart from that, it's been pretty easy.
What? Well, when I was younger I wanted to be a policeman, but I haven't. I wouldn't want to be that now.
The most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Thanks a lot. No,
And I've said in past videos, I feel like they really were pushing him, okay, boxing Harry, put him in a box where this is what he will be doing. That way, he will be a distraction for the rest. Meanwhile, Harry was trying to get himself out of this kind of situation. And I've also highlighted, how did Harry get, you know, the smoking pot and, you know, getting all those illegal drugs? Because as a prince, I don't think he'll be leaving the palace to just go out there freely and buy drugs. Someone had to bring it in. And one of the connections that I put, there's someone, you know, it was reported, there's articles about it. Camilla's son, okay, he's been, I think, arrested or have been found that he's selling drugs or at nightclub. Look at the screen. Look at the screen because I still have that screenshot. So I'm wondering who was providing Harry, you know, illegal drugs. And then when he goes partying and then they instigating him to act, to behave, to feel, you know, certain way so they could, you know, take the pictures and then put it on the front page. So, like many people said, Meghan did save Harry. And couple conversation came up before, you know, he popped up the question. Because Meghan was not having it. Because Harry, as a prince, I'm sure he gets his way with other people. Not, you know, in terms of his family, in terms of hierarchy and kind of things. But anyone below Harry, in terms of hierarchy, Harry gets his way all the time. So Meghan was not having it. All right, Montecito is beautiful. Montecito is a great place to live. Folks need to educate themselves. Okay, there's that. That's from Gogo. Notice the language. How he spent his time chasing Harry around. Forget about what Harry wants. The writer seems to suggest he needs his supply and he feels starved. Yeah, exactly that. This is gonna be on PYTE. No, okay, I just read this. Good catch. Why the British media refuse to accept that he's grown and free to live the way he wants, whether they feel sad for him or believe he's not fulfilling because he's not in dreary, cold and grey UK is not Harry's concern. Okay, what their complaint should go to William. Their complaint should go to William because William literally have it put in writing. Okay? How do I know this? Because Harry did not want to leave. And he was upset the way they were doing the steps that they're pushing him out. So to really get him out of there, they put it in writing. And then Harry felt like that was unfair. And he needed someone else, someone outside of the bubble of the institution to see what was happening because he wanted to do the work for the people. The ones that the family who's getting millions of pounds, okay, from the people, okay? And the money wasn't coming directly to Harry. It was going to the top two. The hierarchies, the father and the brother. Okay, back then the queen as well, but you know, the top one get their hands on the money. But meanwhile, Harry was willing to work for them. But the brother put it in writing and said, get the hell out of there. He wants the spotlight. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but that's my interpretation of his behavior. So when Harry saw that, and he believed it was a big mistake, and Harry is very smart, and I'm sure he sort of aware that it was people who probably was putting nonsense in his brother's head. So he asked the judge to review what was going on, to get a level-headed person to see what was going on. And I've always felt like the judge probably felt like, okay, you're not the heir to the throne. The two people that are in position for the throne, the father and the brother, okay, are in sync. They want you out, so what can I say about this? That's, I'm saying in terms of the judge. Okay, my interpretation of his ruling on the review. So he agreed with them. But if Harry was third in line, maybe that would have gone slightly different. But William already have 3 kids. Okay, so there's the 2 boys of William and the daughter. And then you have William. And then you have the father. So you have 5 people in front of you. And pretty much forget about the voice of the kids because they don't have a say yet because they are minor. But the 2 people on top want you out, so what can the judge say? Nothing. So agree with them. And Harry's still in line of succession. So they want you out right now. So the judge was like, okay. And Harry and Meghan have said they try to protect them.
So in conclusion, if you'd had the support, you'd still be there?
Without question.
Yeah.
I'm sad that what's happened has happened. But I know, and I'm comfortable knowing that we did everything that we could to make it work, and we did everything on the exit process the way that it should have been
with
done.
With as much respect.
With as much respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
But now they're sending people to go get him. I mean, these people are confused. They are sick in the brain. And women, white women in particular, they need to pay attention to what's going on here. For them who might feel like they want to associate with these people, it's okay, they could. But I want them to understand these crazy people are not the type to be followed. Why do I say that? Look at Princess Diana. A beautiful, this is like, Princess Diana was like an envy of a figure of, you know, beauty. Blonde hair, this is what most white men want. Blue eyes, tall, very slender. She looks beautiful. She had all the perfect kind of qualities that white men want within a woman. What did they do to her? What did they do to her? This is something white women need to look at. Okay? They might prop you up to be against someone, okay? But at the end of the day, you're nothing to them as well. White women better pay attention. White women better pay attention. The perfect example I could give you is Princess Diana. Princess Diana. Beautiful, tall, blonde, blue eyes, white, you name it. Her figure is like this hourglass, this kind of thing. She work out, you name it. A perfect, well, there's no perfect human being, but the ideal, that's it. The ideal of a woman for most white men. This is what they want. Princess Diana had that quality, had it. So look at yourself in the mirror and compare yourself with Princess Diana. Okay? Do not, my advice to you is take a time for yourself. Think what you want. Align yourself with whatever. But if you are listening to men who's telling you to go hate on others, you are creating your own demise, because the men themselves don't care about you as well. Okay? As long as they get what they want from you, they could easily discard you. They don't care. Alright, so let's see here. Yep, chasing Harry around is more interesting than chasing the remaining royals. I don't think Harry will find Montecito bland with the sea nearby, surfing, cycling, flying, polo, and many things we don't know about, and all without any prying lenses. Okay, that's the description of a creep. I noted that too. Definitely stalker vibe, and apparently it's Harry's obligation to live someplace that the stalker find to be interesting. They will have their time. They will have their time. Oh my goodness, there's more. Many grew up without a shitty house and lifestyle into a meaningful life. Harry inside the royal family versus Harry outside royal family. Let's see here. So this is him inside the royal family. This is the thing. My goodness. There's here inside versus outside. Even his posture changed. I mean, he knew he got it that day when he went to Florida with his beautiful wife next to him. He knew he got it. Both of them. This is the best thing with them. I'll show you the picture of this one. With both of them coming out to the Santa Bali polo match. They knew they had it that day. Okay, Frogmore versus Montecito. God is good. I mean, I've said this before. Each time the world wants to get back into balance. No matter what these people think or what they are doing, even that election we just lost, well, some win. Trump is where he's at right now. But it's not beneficial for the vast. Okay? You have Europe worrying. Almost every other countries are worrying because of Trump presidency. But deep inside, many of the European countries, they also possess some of the qualities that Trump has. They allow hate to flourish, hating on other people to flourish. Black people, when they go somewhere, even though they're minding their own business, they have the money to purchase things. Look at Oprah, who went to one of those stores. Where was it? Was it in France or Italy? One of those boutiques in those European countries. All right, they didn't even care what she has or if she has the money to purchase what they have or whatever, but her skin color alone made them treat her otherwise. Meanwhile, Oprah could buy the entire store. So these people possess the quality of Trump. Now they are fearing, they are scared what America might do because of the amount of powerful weapons that we have. Meanwhile, this is the other side of things. Some of the leaders that have been in place in the United States to allow Europe or to back up Europe, to allow Europe to be in a, what do you call this, stabilized, free, what's the word? To remain, and peaceful, that's the word, to remain at peace. So America used to back them up, okay? It was because of a lot of African American who put in place people with level-headed, people who are educated, people who will understand the importance of stability and peace. Okay? Am I making sense? Now they have Trump, the hate that Trump created and allowed all these people, okay, to vote for him, even though there were a lot of suppression that happened. They removed a lot of people who would vote for Kamala. But the people who actually went and voted for Trump, these are the concerned one for me. Okay? These are the concerned people for me. Even though there were suppression, but the one who truly knew what Trump was about, but yet went and voted for him, these are the concerned citizens that I'm more afraid of or worried for them. Because they knew what Trump was about, but yet they went and voted for him. And now many of them are crying foul. They want their vote back. And some people, I'm hearing a lot of professionals, okay? I'm not a professional about this and politics and all of that. I see things, I talk about it, give you my opinion and things. But I'm seeing a lot of professionals who are into politics are saying, oh, Kamala should have done this, Kamala should have done... No. She did exactly what was required of her, in my view. Okay? She didn't need to do something extra or things that she knows she cannot produce or she cannot give the people to make the people like that. Even though, I don't know, it could be something that people could play in to get the win. But she was being true. This is the key thing here. She was being truthful to these people. And you could look at her past, some of the things that she has done. Yes, there were some black men who were saying, oh, you put people in jail, you did. But if you did something wrong, the law is there for people who do certain things that not, that violated somebody else's peace of mind. So if you did something wrong, you have to be prosecuted. But look at Trump. Who was going after Trump for things that he did wrong? Many black people who were in position to do their job. But the white people were like, nope, you're not going to be punished for that. So these things going to be continuing. You do bad thing, you get elevated. Look, the people Trump is putting in power, in position of power. People who have molested, who have accused of rape, who have done all sorts of things. These are the type of people these people want to idolize. And then they get rich because they manipulate the system to benefit them. So these are the people, how will I put it? This is another thing sometimes I think about. When the world wants something to be popular, to be idolized, they usually send it to America to get noticed, to publicize it so they could make it global. So what America is displaying right now, they want that type of Trump behavior, raping women, do all the things that Trump have been have been prosecuted for, have found guilty, was that something? E.G. Carroll accused him of raping, and they have found him in the court of law to be guilty of that. He has raped women, okay, and then did all sort of other things. So they want to make this the beacon of things, the things that young boys should be doing. So this is what I'm saying. White women, you better look at yourself, because at the end of the day, they want to get to you. When they put these white men in position of power, okay, they do things to benefit them while they're having fun in the background. They just don't want to be punished for the unethical things that they want to do. There's so many things. So Europe, whatever happened right now with Russia because Russia want you up for himself, and then the Jews, even though they are the Tories, they are the Republican in the United States, they're gonna take Middle East. Trump already said beachfront property, beautiful weather, and all of that. Africa, we need to put our heads together. Please give a helping hand to Haiti. Haiti needs your help. At the end of the day, what I think Haiti should be and probably could be, America, African American, try to help Haiti. This will be the place for you to go to vacation and things like that once it get better. Haiti should be your spot. Okay, if you don't want to travel to Africa, there's some nice places, different places in Africa you could go, but Haiti will be for you. Okay, its neighbors, hey, they want to be closer to white. There they are. Trump already told them what they are, but I don't know. I not thought of this with Europe. Okay, whatever happens, hey, you possess some of the qualities, some of the hatred against anybody other than white. Okay, Trump is your ideal person. Now, the prosperity, the peace and prosperity you wish you could have, okay, African American have been the one who provide you that peace and prosperity. I want you to remember that 92% and 77%. Try to keep everybody around the world in a peaceful state. But when you white people get together, hey, you completely lose your mind. You completely lose your mind. Anybody who's other than, you don't want them in your circle. If people look at what happened to the Ukrainian, what Russian have done to the civilian of especially women, I cannot repeat them on this on my video. Okay, so white women, you need to think, process. We've warned you. We've warned you. All right, so let's get back to the original recording. Let me try to finish with this. Okay, so there's the image that I was saying here. There's Harry here in his Montecito. Look at it, happy, more joyful with his kids. That's a different life. This is why I'm not blaming Harry that much for his past. Because I see, based on things that I've read and things that I've seen, okay, his family was pulling him down. They were using him so the other ones could, be in the back, do whatever it is that they want. But Harry improved on himself. He became a different human being. A better human being, I would say. He's still the same person, but better. He improved on himself. He learned from his past and doesn't want to repeat the thing again.
To me, when I was younger, she used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that for you. That doesn't make sense. Just because you suffered, that doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer. In fact, quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences that you had, you can make it right for your kids. We chose to put our mental health first. That's what we're doing, and that's what we will continue to do. Isn't this all about breaking the cycle? Isn't this all about making sure that history doesn't repeat itself? That whatever pain and suffering has happened to you that you don't pass on?
He's a family man. Okay, these fools want Harry to be the messed up party boy, but he grew up and got married, had children, is happier than ever, and that's what bothers them. Yeah. Poor Harry having to live in California with his beautiful wife and kids in a lush estate far from a madding crowd. Yeah, imagine someone from England calling California bland. I know. Do they expect to see Harry reeling out of nightclub at 40? That would be pathetic. Yeah. I mean, before, when my husband and I, we used to go out. I don't see myself doing that. There was after the pandemic, and I went over my neighborhood where the stores, restaurants are, it looked completely different to me. And Friday night, I came from somewhere. It was mid-afternoon. I would say 4, 5 o'clock. I'm walking there, and I saw the vibrant of things. I was like, what's going on? And I realized it's Friday, and people were just, going to the clubs and things like that. And I was like, you know what? I like my little corner far away from there. Is this yet another person going out to Montecito to mush around, hoping of all hope to see the Sussexes? Then they complain he's no longer the same person he was in his 20s. Obsession. Okay, they are laughable at this point. Who thinks Windsor is anything other than vanilla as well? At least in Montecito, you have the ocean. Harry is living the life he wants and chooses. Also, this picture is how most per owner looks getting caught in the rain, taking care or while playing with their dogs. Okay. Oh yeah, poor Harry with the beach half-hour away, snow a couple hours away, Disneyland and Universal Studio just a stone throw away, and cool celebrity friends and neighbors. Sure, Harry should go back to a jealous brother, gloomy weather, and evil tabloid at every turn. Okay, they wanted to Prince Harry to be another Margaret. That man really blew up their fantasies. And this is why I said we have to thank William for that. Whoever put nonsense. Okay, this is the thing here. And I've said it so many times. Harry was too smart for the institution. Okay? Harry was voice of reasoning to all the people who are in power. At that time, the Queen, his father, and William. Okay? Harry makes sense out of nonsense. Those people were advising the 3 top people. But because Harry is too smart, they wanted him out of there. Maybe not the family. Okay? Maybe not the family, but the courtiers or the group, the hidden, the shadow government within the institution. Unfortunately, William doesn't see that. Charles doesn't see that. I don't know about the Queen at that time. Maybe she did. Well, at that time, she had a good secretary who was protecting the crown. And then Charles decided to get rid of him. Charles and Andrew. Okay? I've talked about this so many times. But the shadow government within the institution, the royal family, who's supposed to advise the key players, when they realize, when they're advising the key players in a way to benefit the shadow government, okay, to make decision to benefit the shadow government, if Harry is aware of those decisions, Harry will probably make sense to the father and the brother and probably the Queen and say, no, maybe you should do this way or that way or whatever. So that probably annoys the shadow government within, that's working within the institution, the royal family. So, because of that, Harry was voice of reasoning. They put nonsense in the brother's head and say, get rid of Harry. First, they try with the wife. Okay? They try with the wife, Harry's wife, Meghan. And they realize things are not changing. Okay? So they say, okay, we need to get it between the brothers. All right, create some nonsense and probably tell the brother some nonsense, and then the brother buys it, and then now all of a sudden, the William probably, in my humble opinion, think Harry is the enemy now. Now, created nonsense after nonsense, the courtier plotting nonsense, putting in William's head, and now they say, okay, maybe this is what you should do. Advising William the wrong way. Put it in writing. Get Harry out of there. Okay? So they did that. Now, Harry is enjoying himself. I spoke about, the review and all of that. I skip all of that. Now, Harry is living his best life. And now, the spotlight is on William. And William don't know what to do. Because Harry was always the creator, the producer of things. And William get credit for it. So William all of a sudden, what can I produce? What can I do? Okay, when he goes someplace, when he talks, he just can give smile and shake hand because this is what he used to do.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time, and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So you know.
I think so. We have great people. They're very generous, aren't they? Yeah, really nice. Mine's just learning. How to do. Good luck with that.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men, is because she says absolutely nothing. She's a good little girl who keeps quiet and doesn't complain, doesn't do anything, doesn't rock the boat, and is a very traditional, old-fashioned, mute woman.
Okay, when he goes someplace, when he talks, he just can give smile and shake hand, because this is what he used to do when Harry was there. Harry doing the hard work, creating things. Okay, William goes, give a smile and shake hand. He literally told you guys. You know, there's the smile and shaking hand, and here, that's that. So he doesn't know what to do anymore, because Harry was the hard worker. When I said, is it not bed up? The Royal Foundation. I said, it's probably Harry who created it. William gets credit for it. Okay, you have Invictus, you have the Endeavor Fund, all of this, Harry's ideas. Look at, what's that, there's a charity, not charity, whatever they, where people could call and talk about their problem and things like that. Okay, all of this, I think Harry created it. As soon as Harry left, I forgot the name of this, but look at the screen, because I have the screenshot of that particular article. Is it Step Up or something like that? What's the name of it? It was Shout. That's the word. Shout. As soon as Harry left the UK, there was issues with it. Okay, people who call, who thought that their problem, when they talk about their problem, was gonna kept private. But as soon as Harry left, you have for-profit having information access to those people who were calling to get help. Harry was the only smart person over there. Okay, so now, because they want I guess content, and they don't have any, and meanwhile when Harry was over there, he keep on telling them.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing. But the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that. But the others could get the privacy that they want, but Harry cannot. So William did Harry a good favor. We need to, I mean, for me, this is how I see it, because it was William who put it in paper, who hired Simon Case to put the exit process in paper for Harry to leave. So once the judge saw it during the review and saw it was probably in writing and said, okay, all the key players are on the same page. What can I do for you, Harry? Nothing. You, what, 5th, 6th in line? So you wait until, God forbid, something happened. That's when you will be relevant to the institution, in my humble opinion. I'm thinking in the mindset of the judge. All right? The key players want you out. There are other heirs, the 3 kids of William. So you're no longer relevant at the moment. They want you out, so out you go.
And then now Harry wanted to make sure if this is what they want. And now everybody knows. The paper keeps on lying. But Harry let it know. It's documented in court. If you want to believe what the paper said, that's on you. But Harry made sure to let you know. He didn't run to the tabloid and said, oh, this and that. No. Despite they were calling him traitor and all of that, he went to court to make it official. Okay, this is what they want. Are you sure this is what you want? You want me out? Okay, now I'm out. There's no coming back after that. Unless all the people in front of him no longer can be at the position anymore. I don't want to say certain things, but I do not wish anything negative, even though they are savages, but whatever. Harry was like, you want me out? Okay, out I go. And then Harry continued doing the things that he'd been doing. He let us know he will still live a life of service. So nothing has changed.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away. And we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding.
So in conclusion, if you'd had the support, you'd still be there.
Without question.
Yeah.
I'm sad that what's happened has happened, but I know and I'm comfortable knowing that we did everything that we could to make it work, and we did everything on the exit process the way that it should have been
with
done.
as much respect.
With as much
and,
respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us. It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes. It has also been a privilege to meet so many of you and to feel your excitement for our son Archie, who saw snow for the first time the other day and thought it was bloody brilliant. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my commander-in-chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months. I will continue to be the same man who holds his country dear and dedicates his life to supporting the causes, charities and military communities that are so important to me. Together, you have given me an education about living, and this role has taught me more about what is right and just than I could ever have imagined. We are taking a leap of faith, so thank you for giving me the courage to take this next step.
He literally told these people that. And then the derangers are saying, oh, I thought you want privacy. Yes, he wants privacy. His private life. What he does with his family, he doesn't want you to know. But still, the work, okay, to help other people, nothing has changed. He will continue to live a life of service. He told you guys, but you listen whatever you want, but he told you what he wanted to do, and he's move on. All right, I went off with this. They wanted to Prince Harry to be another Margaret. That man really blew up their fantasies. Again, thanks to William. Okay, they underestimate the hell out of Harry and his potential. We see who the real future king should be. Okay, that's exactly it. Well said. All right. And then this is the thing. They create a fantasy in their head. Okay? The same way, the same type of things where they say about black people, they're inferior, the propaganda that they throw out, they can't do this, they can't do that. They buy it, okay? They meaning the people who create the propaganda, They bought it. They believe it. Meanwhile, all the things that they're saying about black people, it's literally them. Okay? Majority of them, but not all. But what they create for Harry, okay? He's gonna be drinking, he's smoking, which he was doing. We've seen pictures. I'm not shining away from that. And many other things. They bought it. Meanwhile, Harry, who is very smart, studied the people around him, including his family, the queen, the father, and everybody else. He studied them. He knows how they operate. Okay, look at, for instance, in terms of when he wanted to ask the queen permission to marry Meghan. He made sure the queen was by herself because all the naysayers will convince the queen to say otherwise. So he isolated the queen and asked the queen by herself, for the queen to think for herself. What do you want me to do if I ask, I'm going to ask this woman to marry me? The queen was like, what are you asking me for? Okay, yes, you can. All right. So Harry is a very smart man. And they create this narrative about the character of Harry. Okay? They manufacture the nonsense for the people or the world to see this is what Harry is. Because they always want competition, comparing Harry with the brother or something like that. I mean, God is kind of funny in a way. Princess Diana could have a girl and a boy. But it's like, okay, I want 2 boys. And then for the world to see the difference. Okay? There's one that's going to be in line to the throne. And then there's one who's not. And then see their character. Okay? Despite the propaganda that they create, the facade, this is who Harry is. This is the type of person. But there's Harry here showing who he is. And he's telling you who he is. But the devil is blinding a good portion of society about that. They still don't want to listen. But at the end of the day, the people who refuse to see the truth, despite, I mean, I know a good portion are creating false narrative because they capture all form of media to give you information. But there is the truth out there somewhere. But when the truth comes to you, all of a sudden, you take the truth as the false narrative. You refuse to at least, I mean, I could understand, to be skeptic, to have a little bit doubt about the truth, even if the truth is in front of you. But you should have the ability to research it a little bit further and see and compare and contrast which one is the truth. But yet again, the person, Harry, the word come out of his mouth telling you this is who he is, and you have seen him doing things that associate to some of the things that he said. They match, but yet you refuse to believe him. So at this point, there's nothing anybody can do. You at your own demise. That's all. And the U.S., what the U.S. is going through right now, it might be a lesson for the rest of the world. Because they wanted to popularize this type of behavior of Trump. I think there's going to be a lesson to be learned from it. Eventually. Okay? And I think it might be good, despite the darkness we are seeing here. It might be good for the rest of the world. Okay? When I find that good on what's happening here in the U.S., I'll let you know. But I know God always, God always give you the opportunity to make a choice. Okay? The choice to get to his objective. And once you reach that intersection to make the choice, there's one choice that gets you closer to his objective. His meaning God, God's objective. And if you decided to take a longer route, eventually, okay, if it's not the quickest, it might be the longest. Right now, the U.S. is in the longest road to get to God's objective. But some people's gonna learn some stuff here. Okay? In the process, some are gonna lose their lives, which will make it, you don't need to get closer to that next step. Your service no longer needed for the space that God wants you to be. Look at the pandemic. A good portion have died. So some of these people were no longer needed to get to the next step where we are now. And it was supposed to be a lesson for those who made the long decision, the longest decision, the crossword 2024 election. You were supposed to make a choice. But some decided, no, I want to take the longer route. You choose the same guy again. So there's some lesson to be learned. And that process as well. Again, and that choice, a group will be extinct, will no longer be needed for the next step where we need to make another set of decision again to get closer to where we need to be, where God wants us to be. Who knows? It might be the shortest where, okay, I have learned there's two choices that 2 times I made a choice and it was the longest. Now I learned from this. Now God give you the option, okay? The free will to make the choice. The devil is not going to stop. It will never stop. But the difference between the devil and God, the devil wants to control you. God wants you to be free and make your own choice. And then each time you make a choice, if you want to follow the devil, he will eliminate you one at a time. And it become a lesson for the others. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know the Bible from front to the last page. I do not. But the senses that I'm getting here, there are choices for people to make. And there's usually a shorter one and the longer one. The majority of time, people choose the longer one. But eventually, we will still get to the position or the objective where God wants. And by the time we do get to that position where God wants us, this is the group that God said, okay, I need you here. This is where you need to be. Now you have worked hard enough to get here. Here's the whatever it is that he set out for us. But it's up to people. Anyway, I went off. When I go to this type of mindset, I go off. Okay, so people are putting pictures of Southern California. Okay, says a man who is bitter. He no longer has access to Harry, so is sent to Montecito to hunt him down. Harry is no longer single, is living a family life now with his wife and kids. This journalist hate it. All right, this British a-hole reporter didn't have any access to those places visited by Prince Harry. Amazing the amount of money British media spent to get a glimpse of the Sussexes. Meanwhile, the people are suffering. The US is gonna face some stuff too. All right, some of the things that I've said in the past about the UK, okay, you guys could spit it back up to me here because America's gonna be facing some stuff here. Did you see how he out himself as one of the people who traumatized Harry when he was young? Is that from that same video that I had before? Well, it's in the video that, well, this one I think I might put it by itself. I'm already a couple hours, close to an hour here. One of the videos that I had earlier where the guy was saying, he feels sorry that, I'll put the clip because I still have it.
Why were you so interested in Prince Harry?
Well, it's not a case of me being interested. It was a case of the editors made it very clear that you put Prince William on the front of a newspaper. He doesn't sell as many copies as Prince Harry. So Harry had become, as explained to me by a couple of editors, Harry had basically become the new Diana. They were much more interested in Harry than William. He didn't really get up to much. He didn't do much. He wasn't much of a subject for a tabloid newspaper. He was just, there was nothing there until he met Kate.
In 2004, Prince Harry started dating a young woman called Chelsea Davy.
Yes, right.
Did that open up a lucrative new avenue for you?
So. There was a lot of voicemail hacking going on. There was a lot of surveillance went on Chelsea Davy, on her phones, on the comms. Chelsea would brag to her friends when she was going to see him.
And so, her life became an object of obsession for you guys as well?
Yeah. Medical records, had she had an abortion, sexual diseases, ex-boyfriends, vet them, check them, education.
But if Chelsea Davy were here right now, what would you care to say to her?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I am very sorry, because my actions were ruthless, but they were, and I'm not making an excuse, but they were ruthless because I was greedy and because I was into my cocaine and I was living in a fake state of grandeur.
What sort of culture in a media allows...
Ruthless. They absolutely have got no morals.
Then when you look back on what you did,
yeah,
specifically on the Princes, how does it make you feel?
Bad. Because I basically was part of a group of people that robbed him of his normal teenage years.
Okay, I didn't know being surrounded by friends, looking youthful, sunshine, water sports, people who love and support you is a lot worse than being in a damp tiny aisle, monitored, ill-advised, looking haggard and dry, and looking at your spouse like a stranger on a transit. The part-time wife, as one of the squad call it. If only they were good to him after his mother died. If only they were good to him when he asked them to leave his girlfriend alone. If only they left his wife and his kids alone. If only. Exactly. Exactly. And then I've said in the past before, especially after I saw the docuseries on Netflix, the amount of pictures and things they documented. Can you imagine the amount of pictures we would have been seeing of Harry and Meghan and the kids? All the things that they're chasing them for, Harry would have given it to them for free. The only difference here is Harry wanted the paparazzi, the people in the UK, to let him live his life. And then once he finished, he will document it for you. And then he will give you what he wants to give you. But no, they will not let him. Okay, so now he protects his kids. Okay, they have no clue what Harry is doing. Every time I see footage of him, he looks well fed and loved up. Besides, they have zero access to him and there are no leaks in Montecito. Okay, it's because they broke. There's the money here. She's laughing. Imagine wishing to be chasing a 40-year-old man all over the London party scene. We all go through the wild partying. 4 hours of sleep before an exam or a long shift on a, I guess, hospital ward. We've graduated, got job responsibilities, so we outgrew that phase. That's it. Like I was saying, after the pandemic, I was looking around my neighborhood where the businesses are. One Friday afternoon, I saw all the lively, music, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I forgot it was Friday. The young people are out. I was like, I need to get back to my little corner. I'm not about that anymore. All right, my husband and I, there was a time I told my husband, oh, we need to check some of those restaurants out there and, just to check them out. He's like, nope. And my husband was more partying than me. Okay, the weather, the sea, the opportunities for work and leisure for the family and the beautiful character property they own. Okay, they own makes their lifestyle in California far better than the UK. I think Harry sees the UK as somewhere to visit, not somewhere to live. He's happy. Okay. Hater giving their unwanted opinion about someone they don't know. There's that. Just because they didn't like it doesn't mean it's a bad place. So many people can like or dislike the same place. It might not be their cup of tea, but it's obviously is Harry and Meghan and many others. Okay, Harry, why won't you stop growing up so I can chase you falling out of clubs like a geriatric loser, whips and no more juicy pics. Yep. Definitely after this. Oh my God. Let me pause this. I don't want YouTube to flag me. Ridiculous comment from whichever would have said this. I'll go into that to see if someone who said it. To add to that, quote, men living the life he always dreamed about. However, sick royalists can't see the wood from the trees because they made up a fantasy world where said men continues to play third fiddle to his lazy brother and his sister-in-law. Fully evil, uninterested in clubbing, spend free time with wife and children in scenic and exclusive area. Okay, they have rules for that. That's why they put that GIF. I'm not gonna put it. Let me see. Ridiculous. Which one said that? Let's see. Okay, Teen Harry was the most exciting thing in their miserable life. They miss it. Harry doesn't. He grew up. Absolutely. Okay, I thought they were gonna name the name. That was something I saw, and what I'm recording right now will be one video. Okay, so I went into that. Back again. Did I put it on the list? Let me pause. Oh my God. Where is it? Yeah, but he looks like this now compared to the blend one on Salty Island. Yeah, I think I've shared this on our part of Pew Service. So someone retweeted that. There was something else. Let me pause for a second and look for it. So this is the one that I was looking for. Okay, they wanted this show canceled because they're afraid it'll spotlight the sweet Meghan before royal family. All their work of character smear narrative will be debunked before 900 million viewers. Okay, so let's see this here. She blacked her comment, but there's 5 retweets of it. Okay, exclusive. Meghan Markle's close friend Abigail Spencer reveal hiding side to the Duchess. The pair have been friends since they met on the set of Suit. Meghan Markle's Suit co-star Abigail Spencer is ready for the world to know her close friend true character ahead of the Duchess' solo Netflix debut. This is what I like about the people Meghan surrounds herself with. They always rooting for her or their respective friends. The support. I hope other white women learn from the people Meghan have around her. She has all sort of people, a lot of white women, and I don't know, mix and all other white women who have those hate in them. They need to learn from Meghan. Or if you still have your reservation of whatever, look at her friends, how they thriving. Person, I mean, it's a giving. It's a giving. Okay, it's not like they're going out of their way to support Meghan or say nice things about. Because before I was aware of some of them, I think I've seen her in some other movies, but I really don't follow too many people anyway. But looking into Harry and Meghan things, I've learned other things. The people she surrounds herself with, their character, their support, the natural things. Okay, good people, or maybe Meghan bring the best out of them. Things that they probably didn't have before, but Meghan cherish it or make them use the positive things about themselves. I don't know. I'm just saying. So these other white women who's hating on other people for no apparent reason, they could learn a thing or two here. But anyway, let's listen. Okay, Meghan Markle's Suit co-star, out to know, is ready for the world to know of the Duchess' solo Netflix debut. With Love, Meghan, her hybrid cooking and lifestyle show premieres on March 4th and features a slew of famous faces, including Mindy Kaling, her husband, Prince Harry, and of course, Abigail herself. Is Harry gonna be featured in it? Okay, as I'm reading this, I'm laughing, thinking that now the content that those people gonna have, Meghan is already making money off of it first before they could, but they need Meghan's content to make things. Okay, you could put myself included in it, but I'm doing it for you guys. I really don't care either way. When asked what fans can expect from the highly anticipated series, Abigail revealed that viewers will see another side to Meghan that only her friends are privy to. Meghan tried to tell them when she went to the Ellen's show, when she did that skit where she went to buy and then Ellen was making her do those funny things. She tried to tell them. But this is the thing that I was saying. They refuse to see it, but instead the devil is putting the propaganda out there and they always go with the devil. So again, as we get closer to where God wants us, okay, these negative minds who refuse to, question things and do a little bit more research to be informed, at the end of the day, when we get to that place where God wants us, we'll be with the kind of people who like-minded kind of way, okay? the smart one, the one who had to question things, the ones that had to go to so many hurdles. Okay, through those hurdles, they learn. And then when we get to where God wants us, we'll be at peace. Okay, so there's that. I'm just very, very grateful for everyone to get a taste of the Meghan that I know and love, she said. All right, she always speaks positively of her. All right, so that's that. There's no comment. I thought I'd share it with you. Oh my God, there's so many things I need to share with you. I don't know if let me take the screenshot. Let me pause. Okay, so I just share it with you on my community board. All right, so I think I should stop. I was supposed to just add a small piece. There's other things. Let's see here. Okay, so there were some other things I have on a list, and I was just editing what I did last. Maybe I recorded this already. I think I did. Okay. Yes, we are ready. Princess Meghan, looking forward to seeing you February 8th through 16, IG 25. I think I recorded this for our Port of View service. Okay, side profile, never hit harder. I'm tired the way the squad be doing this. The caption. I mean, again, this is what I'm saying. The squad, they don't need a lot, the tabloid type of thing, chasing Harry and Meghan for like more up-to-date content. They create their own caption and then the emoji she put afterward. Platinum face card, too beautiful for words. That's nice. Let me put that on the list since I read it. Okay, so I think the rest that I have on the list I've already recorded. It's for our Port of View service where I talk about IG. So let's see here. The countdown is on. The Invictus Games are coming to Vancouver and with February 8th through 16, 2025. Adaptive Sport, new winter event, 550 competitors from 25 nations. For detailed visit, there's all of that. Thank you, squaddies. I'm looking my timeline today. All I'm seeing is about IG 25. There's all of that. Okay. There's music, so I don't want to play that. It's you, babe. I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. Yes, okay. So that's that. Let me stop. I need to finish the editing. Okay. So what I just record now might be by itself. It was supposed to be in addition to what I was editing right here. Okay. I was supposed to put it like right here. I've already edited this portion here. And I'm almost done, and I wanted to add more to it because I only have almost 30 minutes of recording. But hey, that's that. Thank you for watching. Okay, may God continue to protect Harry and Meghan and their children, their family. Safe travel everywhere they go. That's it. Thank you for watching.